Tyler Ramos. Tyler Ramos. Tyler Ramos. Tyler Ramos.
Here we go, yeah. At the top of the class on a roll, hey. And it's time to run it up, yeah, you know, yeah. Maxed out, put the pedal to the floor, yeah. On a roll, here we go, here we go. Here we go.
Tyler Ramos.
Oh, here we go, yeah. At the top of the class on a roll, hey. And it's time to run it up, yeah, you know, yeah. Maxed out, put the pedal to the floor, yeah. On a roll, here we go, here we go.
Conjunction Junction. What's your function? Sorry about that, guys. I was a little bit muted there. That was my fault. But what is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the Frankie Candles live stream, where my chat brings you down memory lane by saying Conjunction Junction, what's your function? If anybody remembers what that is from, that brings me way back, Crypto Billy. I would have to agree. Shout out to Creighton. But what is going on, everybody? Thank you so much for tuning in. We've got another great show for you tonight as Bitcoin is still making moves. We had enough boring price action, and it's about time that we get this thing to start doing some stuff to talk about. So these live streams are a little bit more exciting. Yesterday was a blast. We got some more price action, got a secondary pump here as we were expecting, guys, pushing up currently into some seriously respected levels of resistance. So I'm gonna break everything down for you guys. We're gonna be taking a look at the top price targets for this potential pump if we do continue higher. We're gonna talk about the serious resistance we're facing just about right now, and then we're going to be taking a look at some key levels you guys need to be looking at. We're taking a look at Bitcoin. We're taking a look at the altcoins. We're taking a look at it all, guys. We're taking a look at the DXY, especially the DXY, because there are some really important things, as we touched on yesterday. We will be taking a look at that today. And also, guys, I did a pre-record today, and this video will come out on tomorrow, I believe. Tomorrow's Wednesday, I think it is. We will upload that video tomorrow, and it's basically checking in on Bitcoin. I'm not going to make that the title because I don't know if anyone will really click on that, but basically we are just checking in on Bitcoin. Where are we at in the cycle? We break out that cycle chart. I take a macro zoomed out view of Bitcoin. Where are we at? Are we bottomed out? Are we going to bottom out? Have we already bottomed out? Is the bottom yet to come? How much more of this bear market do we have to endure before we finally see, price start to come up? But there were some really specific things I focus on in that video because there are some decent things that could be pointing to a bottom either being in or being very, very close when you kind of zoom out and look at this cycle in the context of the lifetime of Bitcoin. We are in a very, very interesting spot right now. So keep an eye out for that video tomorrow. We will be breaking down everything for you guys. And with that being said, guys, I think that's about it. I think that's about all we have to say. But yeah, let's go ahead and check in on the CandleMafia and chat before we go ahead and jump into the charts. Because, guys, we have some interesting stuff to look at today. Finally, we haven't looked at anything interesting in dang near 2 months, 3 months maybe. But anyway, let's see who we got in here, guys. We got Graziano in the chat. What is going on, bro? Thank you for being here. I appreciate you for tuning in, man. You're in here often, and I appreciate you when you're in here because I like saying your name, Graziano. Shout out to you, bro. Thank you for being here. We got Mike Bennett in the house. I'm not saying he's in the house. I'm saying he said he's in the house. What is going on, Mike Bennett? Thank you for being here. We got Karen Dale in the house. Also in the house. Shout out says, how is it going, Frankie? Karen, I'm doing very well. Shout out to you. Thank you for being here. I appreciate you spending some time with us here. The Honorable Mikey says, Schoolhouse Rock. There you go. Conjunction Junction. What's your function? Shout out to Schoolhouse Rock. I wanted to say School of Rock, but that is something different. Shout out to Jack Black. Graziano says, hey, Frankie. Bada bing, bada bong. BTC, I'm in along. Let's go. Shout out to Graziano. Beardpreneur. What is going on? Beardedpreneur says, remember Hooked on Phonics. Oh, my God. Hooked on Phonics. That's right. I've only seen commercials. I've never actually used it. But Hooked on Phonics. It's crazy the jingles and the advertisements you can remember from when you're a kid. But I can't remember what I had for dinner last night. So that's it's always fascinated me. Shout out to Jessica. I think Jessica, we got to give Jessica a title, right? We got our OGs, and we got some people in here. We got Anonymous holds the title for the funniest CandleMafia member. feel like Jessica's like the I gotta be careful. I would say like we got Captain, who I would consider the mama candle of the Candle Mafia, but I feel like Jessica's like the queen of the Candle Mafia, not including Mrs. Candles. Mrs. Candles is part of the team, right? Jessica's in the Candle Mafia, so it's different sections here, but I feel like Jessica's the queen of the mafia, and then we got Mrs. Candles, who is like really the real boss. But shout out to Jessica. We're gonna have to come up with a name for you because sometimes I feel like I don't know. I feel like some people just stand out, and we don't have a lot of girls in my community, and you show up every day, and that means a lot to us. So right now we'll just call you you're the queen of the Candle Mafia. You got top G's. You're the top G of I don't know. We're gonna give you a title, Jessica. Shout out to you. Thank you for being in here, and thank you for always showing love to Mrs. Candles in the chat. She loves you back. Shout out to Dave Digital. What is going on, bro? Thank you for being here. He says no, Frank. I don't know what that means, but shout out to Dave Digital. I love you, bro. Jiren in the house says DJen Bunklong. Let's go. Can't lose. Shout out to Jiren. Shout out to Crypto Billy, Crypto Anon, Tyler Jordan, Rob the Crypto Snob, D Petty Crypto, Tony D, Captain Kirk. Rob the Crypto Snob, D Petty Crypto. I think I said them all. I don't know. I forgot. But shout out to all the mods. There's like 7 mods, guys. I think I got them all in there. I'm probably forgetting somebody. But shout out to all the mods. You guys know I love you. Thank you so much for helping me out with the channel. You guys make my life so much better than it would be without you guys. I was actually talking to Decker in the office. Decker's our money guy. Decker pays, kind of pays us here. But he's from the accounting department. But I was telling him, I said, hey, dude, the mods, he was just in my office, and we were talking, and I was like, dude, I would be lost without my mods. They really do. You guys work so hard, and I do appreciate you guys so much. You guys are the true OGs. But let's see. We got Bud Lightyear, top G, top girl. There you go. Jessica is the top G of the Candle Mafia, top girl. Shout out to you. Paper Planes in the house. Speaking of OGs, shout out to Paper Planes. What is going on? I'm my hero, custodian of Earth, Sly Raven, Indiana Candles. As always, happy to see you, bro. Shout out. Oh, he asked for a shout out, but I shouted him out before I saw him asking for a shout out. Indiana Jones, Indiana Candles. What is going on, bro? Thank you for being here. Sniper's Nightmare in the house. We got another young guy. Just another young guy. At least we got Jessica, a young girl. Anyway, shout out to another young guy. Darren in the house. James M. What is going on, bro? Good to see you. Somebody get a Post-it for Frankie for the mods. Shout out to James. Thank you for being here. We got Safa, McCall, Mitchell, Michael. I don't know how to say your name, but we got Kubicki in the house. Bloody on the DXY. Tomorrow breakout. Ooh, baby. Maybe. We're going to be taking a look at the DXY. Like I said, shout out to Juan. Shout out to Alex Crypto. Alex O Crypto. LFG Frankie. My man. Love you, bro. I love you back, Alex. Let's see. Satoshi Glakamoto. And last but not least, Crypto Owl says, thanks for sharing wisdom. God bless. Crypto Owl. Shout out to you, man. Thank you for sharing your time with me. Shout out to Michael Ward. Let's go. He says, let's go. And shout out to Metabice. He says, okay, it is Metabice. I just went by the profile picture. I didn't even read the name. Shout out to Metabice. He says, Frankie, what's the chance we hit 20K by next week? It's in the cards, guys. It's in the cards, in my opinion. No guarantees, but we are going to break it down. And speaking of that, let's go ahead and jump right into the charts, guys. Oh, God, I tried to change my hat really quick. I wasn't quick enough, though. Guys, I changed my hat 5 times yesterday, and I don't think anybody noticed, unless I missed all the chats. The Godfather in the chat, guys. Show respect to the Godfather. Thank you for being here, bro. Alchemy Crypto, what is going on, bro? But yeah, I changed my hat 5 times. I would transition, and then just, like, real quick, like, just switch to this hat, and no one noticed, or you guys did notice I didn't see the chats, or you just didn't think it was funny or entertaining at all, and you guys were like, this guy's an idiot. I'm just kidding, guys. But let's go ahead and jump in here, guys. Crypto Pollo, a.k.a., as I like to call him, Bitcoin Chicken, in the house. He says, hey, what about the other bird? What about the other bird? Wait, who was the first bird? Oh, Crypto. We got Crypto Owl and Bitcoin Chicken, or Crypto Pollo. We got two crypto birds. Let's get it. Shout out to Bitcoin Chicken. I love you, bro. Thank you for being here. We got the clap in chat. What is up, bro? And the Pluto Alliance. What's up, Frankie? Smash those likes, everybody. Don't forget, the Pluto Alliance said it, and you don't want to mess with the aliens. I don't know what's with the aliens and the like button, but anytime the Pluto Alliance or finding UFOs comes into the chat or anything alien-related happens, we get a lot of likes. So shout out to the Pluto Alliance, guys. Don't forget to smash that like button. Every 100 likes we get, we will be spinning that wheel of pain and pleasure for your chance to win crypto Or this week, we're giving away, shout out to Crypto Billy, thanks to him, we are giving away some more books. Catching Up to Crypto, Ben's new book. We are giving away a bunch of those as well. Shout out to Crypto Billy. And now, finally, without further ado, I'm realizing I should have gone to the bathroom before I started the stream, but I'm going to hold it for the Candle Mafia. Let's go and jump right into the charts, guys. Starting on Bitcoin, here we are. And here we are, guys. Here we are. And it went up, and now it's going down, and now it's going up again. All right, guys, that's all the time I got for tonight. I will see you guys tomorrow. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. All right, let's go ahead and zoom out because I do want to look. I know we zoom out and look at the higher time frames very, very often, but I will say this, guys. I do kind of want to talk about a few things today, and I don't want to say too much because I did make a whole video about it today. But we do have a lot of things pointing to the upside. The higher time frames do look like we could continue up here. We talked about this yesterday, and here we are getting a second pump, right? So let me just raise up the studio real quick here, guys. There we go, boom. So I'm not getting cut off. But yeah, we do have some things pointing to the upside. You guys will know that we do have a falling wedge on the higher time frames, as you can see right here. Right, got this somewhat of a falling wedge. Right, this is typically a bullish reversal pattern, which makes a lot of sense that it's coming in at this point in the bear market where we may be coming up to a potential bottom. And shout out to Jonathan Schaefer. Sounds like my TA. Yeah, shout out to Jonathan Schaefer. He brought up he brought up the death cross on the DXY that we were looking at yesterday. Very, very interesting stuff. We talk about that in today's tomorrow's video that's going to come out. And Jonathan, I shot you out in the video, bro. Gotta give credit where credit's due. I'm not gonna pretend like. Shout out to Jonathan Schaefer, yeah. But yeah, I shot you out in that video, bro. So definitely make sure you watch that one. But we're gonna be taking a look at that death cross on the DXY soon. Not a guaranteed moonshot for Bitcoin, but and we do go over some of the caveats in that video. But it does, it's overwhelmingly bullish for Bitcoin. I'll just say that, which would make sense because anytime the DXY takes a spill to the downside, Bitcoin gets a rip, right? But falling wedge on the higher time frames. We were looking at this on Blockchain Basement. Shout out to Blockchain Basement. Go follow them as well, guys. But we were looking at this a while ago on Blockchain Basement. TJ brought it up. We were reading an article about it, and I had been looking at it for a while. It wasn't really confirmed. It's more confirmed now. Now that we have more touches. I think when we were talking about it on Blockchain Basement, we had like 3 or maybe 4 touches. But I wanted to see more touches, and now we are getting another touch on the top of this resistance here, which does kind of confirm it a little more, at least in my book. But long story short, bullish reversal pattern, and we're going to talk about the breakout targets of this, in tomorrow's video as well. But this does make a lot of sense to potentially, if we are able to break out of this falling wedge, price could start ripping pretty quickly for a lot of very specific reasons that we will get into a little bit later. But falling wedge, not only that, guys, we do still have this weekly bullish divergence. We talked about this yesterday with our lower price making lower lows and our momentum waves making higher lows. We still have the green dot confirmed. We never printed a red dot here, so it is still in play here. So are we going to see this actually play out? We totally could. VWAP still coming up here, so not looking too bad. Coming on down to the 6-day, we do have the green dot confirmed that we were looking at last week. That is confirmed now, so more on the bullish side. Money flow starting to move to the upside. Your 5-day money flow starting to kick up to the upside a little bit there. VWAP flying straight up. 4-day. Green dot confirmed. It's still looking pretty good. Money flow starting to creep up towards that 0 line. Your 3-day is now in the green with that money flow. So if we could get this to leak into those higher time frames, this is what we're looking for a big move to the upside, right? And now I don't know what just happened. Anyway, continuing on here, looking at the 2-day, money flow in the green. VWAP is looking a little overextended. I will say that. Nothing goes up forever, guys. There is going to be ebbs and flows in the market. I've been breaking this down. I've been breaking this down a lot recently, and it's the idea that I think a lot of people get confused, right? Because obviously when you get VWAP crossovers to the downside or the upside, it indicates a move up or down, right? And then people kind of, I think, have a hard time trying to figure out with money flow, where does money flow come into play with that? So I always say money flow indicates the overall trend. You can see here that when we got our money flow crossover into the red, it was essentially the start of a massive downtrend, right? So we've just been trending down over time. But within that downtrend, we've had that VWAP cross over up and down a bazillion times. And that is what's giving us these little pops up, another pop down. VWAP crossover, you get a pop up, VWAP crosses down, VWAP crosses up, VWAP crosses down, VWAP crosses up, right? So the VWAP indicates the little ebbs and the flows in the market. However, the money flow being in the red indicates that you are likely trending downward. So money flow I look at for longer term trends. And the reason I bring that up is because we have our money flow in the green. So if we get this money flow to stay in the green on the 2 and the 3 day, and we start getting it to crossover on these higher time frames, this is likely, where we could see continued upside. So although the 2-day VWAP is looking a little overextended, like it wants to come down, it could just be a little bit of an ebb and a flow, and we could come down a little bit before getting another move to the upside. So the money flow is a little bit more important longer term, in my opinion. And then coming on over to the daily, obviously the daily VWAP is continuing to cool off here. I'm going to make this a little bigger. Starting to come down here a little bit. So, not really that close to the 0 line. I actually can't even really tell where this, not really that close to the 0 line just yet, kind of just chilling up here. But it is starting to cool off a bit here. So, and we are also getting very, very close to the oversold level, overbought level of the, of market cipher B. So that would also indicate a potential cool off coming up. It doesn't have to happen right now, but it would indicate a cool off coming up pretty soon. With that being said, Gotta get that in there, guys. With that being said, we're going to have T-shirts, guys. With that being said, WTBS. Let's go. Welcome back to WTBS. It sounds like an old TV station. Anyway, continuing on here, your 16-hour is looking to cool off. You're pretty overbought here. I do want to pull up the BitLab trading suite real quick because we are starting to get some top signals here as well. Daily, starting to show a little bit of a top signal. We do have multiple bearish divergence here. RSI, OBV, MFI, 3 bearish divergences popping up on market intelligence. That would be a potential top signal. Also, relative strength. The relative extrema is looking like it is wanting to start to curve back to the downside, and your significant movements is starting to give you a slight top signal. Not the strongest top signal I've seen, but it is indeed giving you a little bit of a top signal. Now, this would be an indication of a strong top. You could see, obviously, we did get a decent move down here. You get the top signal. Boom, we come down. I'm sure there were bear divs up here as well. If we use the bar replay mode, I'm sure we could see them. But these little top signals that are a little bit lower would indicate, sometimes you see these in consolidation. You can see here we did get a little one. We did come down with that little wick. And then you got another one right here. You kind of came up, kind of came down, kind of just went sideways, to be honest. So anytime that those unshaded waves come, it typically indicates sideways action. But market intelligence is giving us a potential top signal here, and relative extrema is looking like it may be topping out a bit here. And also, we are coming up to very strong resistance that we will be taking a look at in just a second. So it all kind of makes sense for a potential short-term cool-off here, right? I'll touch on that in a second. Anyway, 16-hour also giving somewhat of a strong top signal there. This one is very similar to this one, almost at the same level there. Also very similar to this one back here, which obviously wound up being a big dump. Where you got the signal here, you came down a little bit, and then you actually got that second top signal right here before the absolute dump. And guys, just look at the market intelligence. Histogram, stochastic, momentum, and market cipher B divergences it caught right here, right on the candle that you wanted to go long from at that value area low. You would have caught this entire move if you had this on your chart and you listened to it and found good confirmation alongside this signal. You're also getting that blue signal to let you know you were coming up to a bottom on the significant movements indicator, and your bars were coming out of your green wave here on the relative extrema. So you did have a lot of confluence there with all those bull divs, and you were at a key level. Boom. I'm just pointing that out because it's on the screen. But continuing on, getting a little bit of a top signal on the daily. You're getting 2 bear divs on the 12-hour as well. Also getting somewhat of a top signal here. So I just wanted to take a look at that because we are getting somewhat toppy on multiple different indicators. And again, just looking at the price action, we are coming up to a pretty important level of resistance. We also have important resistance right above us. So let's go ahead and continue to break this down. Now, in the shorter term, we do have a 6-hour green dot printing. 5-hour green dot is confirmed. And your 4-hour green dot is also confirmed as we continue a little bit higher here. Continuing on, looking at that 2-hour, potentially looking to put in a bearish divergence here. As you can see, you also have your higher highs with your lower highs on your momentum waves. If you guys do not have Market Cipher or don't have money to buy a paid indicator, please understand shout out to Kevin Baker. Shout out to you, bro. Says hidden bull div on Gala. Interesting. We'll have to take a look at that. But Unshaded Waves and Almond Brothers album. Shout out to you. But yeah, this channel is a resource for people to learn how to trade. I just want to be clear. I use a lot of paid indicators. They do help. They make it a lot easier. They add confluence and they make it a lot easier to see things on the charts. But I do just want to be very clear. If you're watching this and you may see the indicators I'm using and you might go and try to get them, realize you got to spend some money, I want you to understand that you can trade with 0 paid indicators. That is 100% possible and very, very not easy to do, but you don't need paid indicators to be a profitable trader. You could be a profitable trader with all free resources. So if you're looking for something like a bearish divergence like I just showed you, you can also find this using a free indicator, which is just the RSI or the Relative Strength Index, right? You can see we are also getting a bearish divergence here. So instead of looking for lower highs on Market Cipher, you'd be looking for lower highs on your RSI, right? So you can find the same thing. This is totally free. So just want to be very clear. You can easily be a profitable trader with free indicators, although the paid ones obviously work well, and they're a huge, huge help. But I don't want people thinking like, I can't start trading until I can pay for this indicator. If you are just starting off trading, the paid indicators can kind of expedite a little bit, but please understand you could do this with all free indicators. I don't want anyone to get discouraged because they don't have money to spend. You could become a profitable trader using free tools 100%. Anyway, moving on, we are starting to put in a bearish divergence on that 2-hour time frame, and then we're going to take a look at some key levels that we're watching in a second. Let's see. Bada boom. All right, moving down, 1-hour bearish divergence forming or not here? Very slight. Very, very slight here. But moving on down to the lower time frames here, you can see we are starting to top off a little bit here. Money flow coming out on your 12-minute, and then your 15-minute money flow is starting to come out as well. But likely that next big move to the downside is going to be, I am watching this 2-hour red dot as well as that 4-hour red dot pulling back up the market intelligence indicator. You could see, we did get a little toppy up here. Now we're unshaded, coming down to the 2-hour. Coming on down to the 2-hour. We are starting to get a top signal on that 2-hour as well. So things are looking a little toppy short term. I mean, we did get a massive pump, and then we got another massive pump. And then also, I do want to kind of just break down this price action. I'm going to pull up 0 indicators, and I just want to show you guys something. Now, if you guys watch the channel, you will know that we are a huge proponent of the volume profile. If you guys don't know what a volume profile is, go check the videos out on my channel. I have a ton of tutorial videos on how you can use, in my opinion, one of the most powerful trading tools ever to get X-ray vision into the market and predict where price is going to go. And this is free. Some volume profile tools are free. Some are, you have to have a premium trading view account. But either way, you can use free tools to get all of the stuff that I have on my chart here. Now, you guys will know the range we've been looking at is between about 16.3, which has been moving up slightly. So it's about 16.350 now. And the value area high is about 17.200. Right? So this is the range that we are looking at between these two lines. And then you have your point of control in the middle. Now, you guys don't know, yesterday on the stream, we were talking about how we knew if we lost this point of control, we were coming down to the value area low. We talked about what we were looking for at the value area low for long positions and how we could have been prepared to take this trade all the way up to the value area high, taking profits at that POC, of course. I'm not going to break it down too much because I know a lot of you guys know this now. But you guys we always talk about when you come out of the value area, if you don't bring in volume on the profile, new volume, you're likely to get sucked back into that value area. So when you come out of the value area, there are two things that can happen. You either come out of the value area and get sucked right back in, or you come out of the value area, flip it to support, come down for a bullish retest, and then hold it as support to continue higher, potentially to continue to higher prices, where your volume profile will then shift levels higher and create a new value area. So now let's look at some key levels above us that we are approaching right now. Let's go ahead. Let me change some of this stuff. Let's see. All right, let me pull up a different chart here. Is it this chart? Okay, here we go. So, taking a look here, some key levels that we are approaching to the upside. Now, we do have, let me go ahead and get rid of this. Actually, we'll keep this, right? So, we do have a local golden pocket coming up here at about 17,580, up to about 17,650. This is going to be a very key level. If we can make it up there, this will be a very key level to watch. You can see we are starting to We are trying to attempt to hold that 786 fib level as support. I don't know if we're going to be able to do it, but let's go ahead and hide this and pull up our VPVR. Boom. And we are at a very, very key level here, guys. Not only are we approaching key resistance, but we are also approaching a pretty low volume gap. Let me go ahead and hide the TA and go ahead and take a look here. Now, we are coming up. Shout out to, oh, God, I'm going to butcher it. I hope I don't butcher it, man. I apologize if I do. But let's see. Mikhail Miller. Shout out to you, man. I hope I got your name right. I'm sure I didn't. I'm not the best at pronouncing names. But he says, hi, Frank. Been in a long position at 44X at 16,600 entry. Moved my stop loss as of right now to 17,400. Thank you for helping me and the community. Hope to see you at the Phoenix meetup. Bing bong. Shout out to Mikhail. I'm calling you Mikhail. Shout out to you, bro. Shout out to you. Congratulations on your gains. Shout out to you. Shout out to the CandleMafia. Big gains for you, bro. And don't you ever feel like you got to thank me, bro. I am happy to wake up every single day. I am excited to get here and help you guys and post in the Discords and make these videos and do these live streams every single day. Thank you for being here. I appreciate you, bro, and thank you so much for that super chat. And I, too, hope to see you at that Phoenix meetup. But with that being said, guys, chart's looking good. I'd bet CPI will look okay on Thursday. Yes. Should be interesting. Don't forget about that, guys. On Thursday, we will be getting the CPI numbers. And yeah, that likely going to be big volatility. If we are going to choose a direction and rip in either direction, down or up, it is no better catalyst than that to happen or to cause that volatility. So let's go ahead and continue on here. Shout out to Connor Anderson in the house. What is going on, bro? Super happy to see you here, my man. Mountain Climber, what is up? Shout out to you, man. And we got RC Rex. Crypto Face, awesome. Shout out to Crypto. Is Crypto Face in here? No way. Face, show your face if you're in here. I don't know if he's in here, but shout out to Crypto Face either way. Crypto Face the GOAT. Shout out to him. Benjamin says, you got a few dollars stuck to your Frankie Candles neon sign. Oh, no. Imagine it goes on fire live. I'm kidding. That's not funny. Hang on. Oh, God, I'm running them over. They were crispy hundreds, but I just ran them over with my chair. So now they're crunchy hundreds. But anyway, let's do it. Continuing on here. On February 2nd, Frankie will be joined by Crypto Face. That's right, guys. I don't think I ever announced this. Maybe I did. I don't know. I don't think I did, actually. Shout out to Crypto Anon. On February 2nd, Frankie will be joined by Crypto Face, is one of the most prolific traders in the space. This stream will be loaded with valuable info. Don't miss it. Guys, we're getting Crypto Face on the show. I don't think I said that, but we got him in. We locked him in. February 2nd is the day. I am so pumped. Crypto Face is a big friend of the channel. We actually got to hang out with him in Vegas, do a little bit of gambling together. It was pretty fun, man. Crypto Face is a cool dude, for real. Just genuine human being. Like, you meet these people and it's just like they're just automatically down to earth. You don't have to feel them out or anything. You just meet them and be like, oh, this guy's good people. I can just sense it. That is what Crypto Face is like. But yeah, also one of the most prolific traders. I think he holds the record for biggest win on a live stream trade and biggest loss on a live stream trade, which is absolutely epic. He also is the creator of Market Cypher. So super, super valuable information on that stream. So don't miss it. But until then, guys, let's get back into the charts. We are at a very, very important key level here, guys, because if we break, a little bit higher, really, I want you guys to take a look at the volume here, right? Now, I'm not going to draw on this because then it's going to bring up all our lines and it's going to be a mess. But look at the volume here. We have a little peak in volume right here at about 17.8. Going to be a very strong level. Obviously, we did wind up getting rejected there. Last time we had a rip and we thought we may have been going to 19K. We did get a rejection, and we do have that little bit of volume there, which is likely to act as some resistance on the way up. However, come on, volume. There we go. Now, that's going to be a level to watch, and I'm going to pull the TA back up here in just a second, but I just want you guys to notice we are leaving this high volume node. Now, if we push much higher, we are going to crack into this low volume gap, and once that happens, this is where you could potentially see price to start ripping through here very, very quickly. And one thing to notice, or one thing to understand about the volume is that price will hunt out high volume areas, right? So this is the POC of this range of candles that we're looking at right here. So price would likely get sucked to this. But we have another high volume node up here at about $19,200. So if we break into this low volume gap, we could start to work our way back up here, and price might hunt out that POC, which is the POC of our previous range that we were trading in. I'm going to pull that up in a second, and probably going to hunt out the next highest volume node, which is going to be this right here, coming in at about $19,200. So this is... if we go ahead and grab our fixed range volume profile for anybody who's new, this is our visible range volume profile, which analyzes all the candles on the chart. So if I zoom in, now we are only taking these candles into account. You'll see the volume changes. If we zoom out, now we're taking these candles into the calculation, and you can see that the volume changes as you zoom in and out of the chart. The fixed range, you select the candles you want to analyze, right? So you can see here, I'm going to analyze this previous range that we traded in right here, and I'm going to go ahead and pull some volume on that. I know it's messy with all that TA, but one thing I want to show you is that it's kind of hard to see here. Let me pull up a clean chart for you guys. All right, let's pull up this chart. Boom. Okay, so this will be a little bit easier to see. Now, the reason this high volume node is so important is because it is also the POC / value area low of that previous range that we traded in. Once that loads, I'm going to have to go and click this. For anybody who uses this tool and wants to know if you want to analyze, say, this area of price action, sometimes it'll just shoot all the way to current. The reason that's happening is because you have extend right checked. If you uncheck that, you can analyze separate individual ranges. So you can see here, what do we have if you go ahead and draw this box between the POC and the value area low of our previous range is going to be an extremely important level. Number one, look at the massive gap, right? Let's say we flip up here, boom, we shoot through the low volume gap, price starts mooning, everyone's going crazy, the YouTube titles are going insane, everybody's screaming, oh my God, the bull runs, the bottom's in, the bottom's in, the bottom's in, bull runs back on, everyone's losing their mind, but we're just seeing this as a shot through the low volume gap, and we know that we have a brick wall in front of us, not saying we can't get above it, but it's likely going to give us a fight, right? So we have the POC and the value area low, which is coming in between about 19,800 and about 18,900 and 19,200. That is going to be the next giant level of resistance that I will be looking at to the upside. If we approach this level, I will definitely be looking for shorts at this resistance. Now, if I catch I will be treating it as a scalp in case we do wind up getting back up above this high volume node, in which case I would be looking, it would be making me feel very, very bullish. If we could hop back up here, what that does is allows us to get back into this old trading range. If we can hold this value area low as support, the next likely spot would be, well, technically this POC, but we could likely start ranging again up in this range here, which you guys will know the actual highs of that range, although our value area high was up here at 20,800, we came out of that value area and came all the way up to about $25,000. So if we get above this purple box right here between about 18.8 and 19.2, this will be very, very bullish in my opinion and would likely result in a pretty decent rally. Oh, hey, shout out to Sin City Crypto in the house. Hey, guys, thanks for helping Ben out with the live streams. Shout out to Sin City. We agree. Amazing to share the stage with Ben. Absolutely. Yeah, shout out to Sin City Crypto, guys. Thanks for being here. Throw in that straight cashola. Hey, you know it. You know it, boys. Shout out to Sin City. Thanks for being here, guys. I appreciate you. And thank you for the super chat, Crypto Billy and Lucky's thoughts. But continuing on, make it rain like a Vegas strip club. Let's go. Shout out to Sin City Crypto. We got to go back. I got to get back to Vegas, man. Actually, my first time in Vegas was with Ben. When Ben was playing in the World Series of Poker, we went, and we were there for a while, and I actually not that I didn't think I'd like Vegas, but I actually wound up liking it a lot more than I would have even thought. Vegas is a really cool place. So shout out to Sin City. Thank you guys for being here. I appreciate you. And shout out to Sin City just in general, Vegas. But continuing on here, smash the like button if you're from Vegas, guys. Let me know in the chat and smash that like button if you're from Vegas and you love it. I don't know if I could live there. It might be a problem if I live there. I don't know if I could do that, but it would be fun. I just don't know if it would be good for me. Anyway, getting back into that trading range would be extremely bullish in my opinion. You can see we have all the trading volume there. It would make sense to actually rip up there. If we flip it to support, looking to trade between about 20,700 and 18.8. with the potential possibility of making it back up to that 25K level. And yes, guys, this is moon math. This is definitely moon math. Shout out to Artie Wolf, wants to see PYR. I got you, brother. I got you, brother. PYR is on the list tonight. Rob, add it to the list, my man. But once we start getting up there, we could potentially revisit $25,000. And then, guys, once we get up to $25,000, now I don't want people thinking like, I'm saying the bottom's in, we're going to 25K. That's not what I'm saying. I'm just looking at these higher price targets because, again, if we push higher, price is going to move quickly through these gaps, right? And then we probably will, if we do get up there, we'll probably stick to this high volume node for a decent amount of time, if I had to guess. But if we can crack that 25K level, we have another low volume gap. I mean, really, once we crack 24K, 23.5, you do have this other low volume gap, and your next little high volume node is about 30K. This is an interesting thing, right? And do we have any macro? Let's see. Do we have any macro? No. But yeah. 30K would make a lot of sense if we did get a rip through there. Not saying we're definitely going to get there or it's likely, but these are the higher targets that, this is kind of what could happen if we get a big bear market rally. Now, again, we have not seen much happen in this bear market, guys. We have not seen, we basically just been going straight down, right? It's just been drop, bear flag, drop, bear flag, drop, bear flag, drop. Kind of looks like we're creating another bear flag, to be 100% honest with you. But I don't know if this one's going to break down because we do have this falling wedge now forming, which would be a bullish reversal pattern. And, hey, I think it would just be too predictable to have, one bear flag, two bear flags, three. I mean, you could even call that a bear flag. And then, to have all these play out one after another was almost too predictable in my opinion. But with that being said, if we do get moves up, this is kind of what we could expect to happen. Probably, it would take some time to play out, but price could start aggressively pushing forward. And then again, coming down to the lower time frames, more realistic, closer price targets. If we pull our fib from that high to this low, you can see we are approaching that local golden pocket, likely to give us a little bit of a fight. Could wind up being a pretty big rejection as well, because we are starting to look like we are forming some bearish divergences on some of the medium hourly time frames. So basically the way I treat these, the fact that we're in an uptrend, I will treat this as a scalp short, lock in profits, be conservative with the short, and then if it nukes to the downside, you're along for the ride and you're collecting money. And if you get stopped out, you'll get stopped out in profit. You get a green trade and you can look for longs, right? So local golden pocket right here is likely going to give us a little bit of a hang up here. And then you have that local 786 getting closer to about 18K. Also going to give us a bit of a fight because we do have, obviously we did get rejected from here. So just another level to be watching for a rejection. So guys, these are the key levels that we have to watch. And not only that, you guys have the volume profile, so you know where the gaps are, you know where price is likely to shoot through. And once we create another trading range, we will be able to easily predict where price will go, at least likely where price is likely to go when looking at these ranges, because I feel like beating a dead horse talking about these volume profiles, but they hit, guys. They hit. We knew. And I wish we had a dedicated clipper, because if we did, someone who watches the show every day that could clip for us, because if they did, they could pull they'd be like, oh, I remember that was like last month he said that, and they could find the clip of us saying during the holidays, if we lose this, we had a lot of bearish confirmations here. 12-hour blood diamond was one of them. And we knew, like, hey, looks like that 12-hour blood diamond can make us lose that POC. If we do, I'd be looking towards the value area low right here. And if we get these bullish confirmations, look for a long. And it is exactly what happened. And then we came up to the POC. Great place to take profits in case you get rejected. But then we flipped it to support. We knew it was likely to come to that value area high. And now we're kind of in no man's land because we are holding the value area as support. So price is pushing out of this range and could potentially create a new range. So there's the sauce, guys. I hope you guys were taking notes with your uncooked spaghetti, with your marinade on that lasagna. I don't know if anyone understands what I'm saying. Like, does anybody get what I mean when I say that? It doesn't matter. I hope you guys took notes. That's the sauce on Bitcoin, kind of what I'm expecting here. And don't forget, in the longer to medium term, we have the falling wedge. We have those bullish divergences. And not only that, guys, shout out to Jonathan Schaefer. We have the daily death cross on the DXY. And not only that, guys, not only that. Here we go. Boom. I highly recommend this. I have nothing to do with this indicator at all. But death cross checker by this guy, by Mex Payne. Nice little death cross indicator that just kind of puts a cross on every golden end. Any death cross, it'll put the cross on either direction if the 50 is crossing down or up. The 50 crossing down is what causes the death cross. You can see right here, death cross happens, DXY dumps, right? That is not a death cross. Where is it? Death cross, dumps, right? Big dump there. And also, you did have that blood diamond a couple of candles before that death cross. You got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, like 10 candles before that death cross. You did have that blood diamond, letting you know, hey, might be coming down a little bit, and then you get the death cross, boom, causes an absolute dump on the DXY. And what do we have right now, guys? We have the death cross popping up right here. Death cross, hard to see with that blue box. And then you also got a blood diamond. Are we going to see this DXY absolutely dump, which would also line up with the idea that we could get some form of a bear market rally here? And I dive much deeper into this in tomorrow's video. We actually go back and we back test all of the death crosses on the DXY, and we look at what happened to the Bitcoin price every time the DXY got a death cross. And it's not 100% of the time. It's not like every single death cross has given us a moonshot for Bitcoin, but it's like dang near close. It's close. It's like 9 out of 10 times almost. But keep an eye out for that video. We dive deeper into that and also the bullish and bearish case for Bitcoin on more of a macro term. So definitely check that out. Shout out to Satoshi Glakamoto saying dump. Let's get it. But shout out to Jonathan Schaefer. This is important to keep an eye on because we almost always get a reaction. So definitely keep an eye on that. Now, checking out the SPY before we jump into the altcoins. LFG Super Sauce, Jonathan Schaefer, shout out to you, bro. Yeah, it's funny because I forget who I was talking to. Maybe it was Tony D. I don't remember. But we were talking about like death crosses on the DXY. We were just talking about like weird signals that could indicate a big move on Bitcoin. And then never really checked back into it. And then you were like, in the Discord, he was like, hey, man, I don't know if you saw this, but there's a death cross on the DXY. And I was like, it's happening. Oh my God, it's happening. But nothing, it's not just 100x long Bitcoin, guys. That's why I made that video today to upload tomorrow, just to kind of look into it, because it's not 100% of the time, but it is a pretty good signal, especially with the macro reversal pattern that we're getting and the bullish divergences that we're getting, and the fact that we might be due for a little bit of a rally here. But just with that being said, guys, understand we're in a bear market, and especially there's a lot of sketchy things going on right now, and all it takes is some kind of weird news event or something to absolutely nuke the markets. I just stuck the microphone in my mouth. But yeah, anyway, continuing on here, Rebecca Dunn, the 10-year went to 3.60. Interesting. I mean, they even reporting inflation curving. Show ETH. You hand chop. What is a hand chop? Woo-ha! Is that a hand chop? Shout out to Vivek. I don't know what a hand chop is. Somebody fill me in there. Shout out to Creighton. He says, it's the new bill, 1.9 trillion. It's going to flood the money supply. Death Cross would be a sick name for a boat. That's true. Let's see. Nathan says, hey, Frankie, does your premium Discord have your trade calls that you do? So we are not I want to be clear because I don't want people to get into the premium Discord. I want people to know what they're getting, right? So real quick, let me just point this out. So the premium Discord is not a signals group. I will not say buy now, sell now. I won't say buy this at this price and sell at this price. What it is I spoon feed you trade setups. Hey guys, here's the Bitcoin chart. If this happens and we get this and this with these specific confirmations on this time frame, this is where I would be looking to go short. And we basically I put the trade on the chart and let you know if this happens, this is the type of trade I'm looking to take. But I don't give you buy now, guys. Signal, buy now, long this, short this. The reason I don't do that is because if you could just check your phone and get a notification saying, oh, buy this, okay, buy. Okay, now sell it. Now sell. Everyone would be a millionaire. There's a reason that doesn't work, right? Because there's much more to trading than just buying and selling. So just a word of caution. I'm not saying no signals groups will work. I just choose not to do it because I don't think it personally works. I think it's better to spoon feed the trade setups. That way you can be looking at the levels before the price gets there, and then you could be like, okay, price is approaching. Confirmation, then you get into the trade, right? Because if I get into my trade, by the time I update the Discord and stuff, price is likely to move. The Mafia is not going to get a good entry, an entry as good as the one that I got. So it's kind of a mess. So basically what it is trade setups spoon-fed to you so you could be knowing what to watch and where to be looking for longs and shorts with specific confirmations. It's basically spoon-feeding the trade setups. So it's also an educational group. We are going to be putting a ton of different content in there. We're going to be doing live streams where you guys can interact, ask questions. So it's a place, and we also have a lot of really good traders in there where you can just learn and ask questions to the Candle Mafia if I'm not in there. I'm also it's just a place where you can learn with a bunch of other really good traders. In my opinion, I wish I started my trading journey in Discord. I was late to the Discord game when I started trading. I wish, because that's the quickest way to learn, right? Like, just get in there with the people that are doing it and look at what they do. Ask them questions. They're all happy to help you, especially the Candle Mafia is beyond happy to help new people. There's no dumb questions. Even if you get in there and ask what support and resistance is, that is not a dumb question. You need to ask these questions. And if you're not ready to shell out the money for a premium product like that, you can always get into the free Discord. I post in there all the time. It is also an extremely valuable tool for a new trader. There's also really good traders in that Discord as well that will definitely be able to help you learn and avoid some big mistakes that a lot of new traders make. So there you go. You can get into the free Discord if you like that and you want to step it up. Then you can look into the premium Discord. Link in the description down below, and I'm sure the mods will pop them in there very, very soon. Anyway, Crypto Anon says, come trade with us. Let's go. Crypto Anon's in there. Let's get it. Be the candle. Shout out to Rob the Crypto Snob. With that being said, guys, let's go ahead and jump right back into the charts. And here we are. All right. So, looking at the SPY before we jump into the altcoins, I am sweating, guys. I am absolutely dying right now. Let's see. Hey, Frankie, mods, and Mafia. Shout out to Alexandra G. Shout out to you. I appreciate you for being here. I've tried to sign up for BitGet a couple of times this week, but have had issues setting up on my iPhone. Interesting. Dang. CT, elaborate. Maybe one of the Mafia members can help you. Let's see. Garrett said earlier, 10,000 when the market realizes the Fed is not coming to the rescue. They go, sorry, we can't. Luke says slick hat change. Let's go. Then don't wear a sweater. That's funny. You guys are funny. Hat switch. There we go. People catching it. Let's go. Yeah, bullish divergence on the Bitcoin Weekly. We just looked at that. Shout out to Benjamin. Shout out to you, bro. But continuing on here. Shout out to TJ Needs Speed. Shout out to you. Loving BitGet. J-Lo loves BitGet. Yeah, shout out to you guys. If you want to, gotta use if you guys want to sign up for BitGet, you guys can click the link in the description down below, and I'm sure Rob is probably right behind me with that link. You guys could sign up with their link. I do believe you get a discount. I got to check on the actual deal, but I think you maybe get bonus funds or you get a discount on fees. I'll have to double check into that. So definitely check out that link, guys. Click there if you want to sign up, or if you don't want to click our link, you can just go to bitget.com and sign up there. But continuing on here, looking at the SPY, what do we got going on? Taking a look at the daily, right? Obviously, also getting a move up for the SPY. VWAP on the daily looking to cool off just a bit. Green dot on the 4-day is printing a little bit of a trigger wave there. Rounding money flow. Your 5-day not looking as good with the money flow. Your 2-day money flow is actually coming out, but you are in the green. Taking a look at that weekly green dot is printing. Oh, God. Interesting. Looking like a nice little green dot with a nice little trigger wave there. I mean, yeah. Dang, baby. That is actually looking, I mean, this is either going to play out or it's not, but nice little green dot with a trigger wave. Smash that like button if you love Frankie. Smash that like button if you like YOLO Baggins. Shout out to YOLO. But let's see. Jerome's def gonna dump it. Drew Barry, I hope so, man. I hope so. It's not for the stream. It's not a transition. It's a hat-zition. That's right. I gotta get more. I gotta get more colors here. But when Blood Diamond bullish on parade, yeah, let's dump this thing. Hat trick, Andy D. I see you, bro. Show VRVP settings. Crypto Killer Whale. Yes, I can show. I'll show my VRVP settings in a second. But yeah, I mean they're pretty simple. I'll just tell you. Row size 200, value area 70 is really all I change, and then I check off the POC, value area low, value area high. It's about it. And then I just change the colors. Let's see. Julio says, does Jason Casper even try to harvest your squash only to realize those are your calves? Shout out. You guys are crazy. Shout out to Julio. Yes, my calves have been mistaken for squashes before. I've even gotten pumpkins. I get pumpkins once in a while. Like, oh, dude, what's the pumpkins on your leg? I'm like, dude, they're my calves. Anyway, every like saves a puppy. Bullish on parade. If you guys like puppies, you got to hit that like button because you will save a puppy every time you hit that like button. And I will adopt them. I'm just kidding. Don't hold me to that. Although I would love to do that. Anyway, green dot on the weekly for the SPY is actually looking pretty good. Daily looks like it could be cooling off a bit. Checking out that 4-hour money flow back, crossing over into the red on the 4-hour. I know that's kind of hard to see, but you are getting that crossover into the red. Definitely more of a bearish sign. Let's see. Hey, King Enzo in the house. Let's go. Shout out to you, bro. He says he's late. You're not late, brother. I will say this, guys, though. This looks like it could. Although your money flows back in the red, this does look like it could wind up being some form of bullish consolidation here, forming somewhat of a bull pennant before another breakout, in which case, this is super rough, super sloppy, but if you did get that slight pump to the upside, would bring you back up to these previous highs that we were trading, these previous highs that we made back in early December. But that's pretty speculative, although that weekly green dot does look good. 4-hour money flow back in the red. Your 2-hour money flow is crossing over into the green, though. With that green dot printing, I'd be very weary, or not weary, but I'd look out here for some bullish consolidation, potentially forming a bullish pennant for a potential continued move to the upside. Kind of hard to guess exactly how that's going to play out, but we'll have to see tomorrow, but I would be keeping an eye on that. So there is the SPY. Also, next level of major resistance is going to be about 395.44. But yeah, continuing on here, guys, I think it's about time to start taking a look at those altcoins. Let's see. What do we got? We got 800 people in here, guys. We're going for 850 likes to spin that wheel 10 times. If we get 850 likes, I'll spin that wheel 10 times, and I'll add a hat to the giveaway. And then we'll take a poll whether you guys want the black or We got the black, we got the black and the gray, and then we got the coffee khaki, which is this is a pretty fly color. I like it. Actually matches my my sweatshirt quite a bit. But yeah, we'll add a hat to the giveaway if we can get 850 likes. Smash that like button. Every 100 likes equals another spin on that wheel, which equals more free crypto or another free book or a free hat for somebody. Let's go. Shout out to the Candle Mafia. Continuing on here, let's take a look at shaved beaver coin. I gotta go, guys. That's all I got for tonight. I'm just kidding. But yeah, let's take a look at these coffee for the win. Choices. Let's go. I can only take longs this week. Okay. Yeah, longs only. Alts pay the bills. Coffee cack. Let's go. All right. Let's go ahead. Like for a hat. Let's go. Shout out to Dippy Dinos NFTs. Bitcoin Slayer in the house. Sandbox we could check out. Ethereum Classic. Let's see. V-Slim in the house. What's going on, brother? Thank you for being here. We got Jalden. I like hats. He says I like hats. I say I like totals. Anyway, let's continue on here, guys. I do have to take the sweatshirt off, though, because I am dying. Oh, baby. God, I always struggle with this. This is so embarrassing. I'll be right back, guys. What is going on, everybody? I'm just kidding. I'm on one today, guys. Sorry. Anyway, let's take a look. We'll start off with sand. I'm sure Rob's got the other coins that we'll be looking at. Why? That's damned. We want sand. That's sammed. We want sand. All right, here we go. All right. Boom. Here we go. Taking a look at the Binance Tether chart. Let's go ahead and get that death cross indicator off of our chart because we don't need it. Also, guys, real quick, I just want to pull up Bitcoin one more time. I'm actually going to pull up that indicator. Yeah, look at this. Same thing, guys. Actually, we're going to stay on sand. Same thing here, right? Same thing. Potential bullish consolidation. That's a little hard to call. But it does look like some form of bullish consolidation, I will say, on sand. But let's go ahead and do some top-down analysis. All right, there we go. If anybody was wondering if we were having a massive pump, just zoom out and you'll notice that we're not. Just a little pop ski. But we did get a slight bullish divergence here. Or we are printing? Confirmed. We have a confirmed slight bull div here on sand. You can see that with our lower lows on our price action, with our higher lows on our momentum waves, which obviously is likely going to give us a move up, which it is right now. Yeah, Kareem, shout out to you, man. He says, check out TAP. Yes. What is it, XTP? Real quick, we'll go back to sand, don't worry. That's TAP, guys. It's going nuts. Be very careful with things, that are going up in a straight line. Please be careful. Please be careful. Anyway, back to sand. Anyway, weekly bull div is confirmed here on sand. Definitely a good sign. Your 5-day is printing a green dot, also a good sign. 6-day printing a green dot. 4-day green dot confirmed. Also got somewhat of snake eyes there on sand as well. But yeah, higher daily time frames do look like money flow curving to the upside on your 4-day. Taking a look at the 5-day. Printing that green dot, money flow kind of looks Money flow on your 6-day is starting to round back to the upside. Now, nothing too drastic, but it's not coming down anymore, which is good. Taking a look at your 2-day VWAP flying to the upside. Money flow starting to move to the upside. Nothing too drastic. Snake eyes also, snake eyes also on the 2-day as well. Taking a look at that daily, looking to cool off here. Everything has been pumping, guys. Everything has been pumping like crazy. So just don't be surprised if we see a short-term cool-off. But let's see. Chemistry Bro, what is going on, guys? We got Chemistry Bro in the chat. Says, yo, what up? Sorry I'm late. It's all good, bro. I got you. I got your late pass right here. And he says, how you doing, Frankie? And what up, Mafia? We're chilling, bro. We're doing good. Hype stream. I'm literally sweating through my shirt here. But continuing on for sand, shout out to Chemistry Bro. 12-hour red dot printing, 16-hour red dot printing as well. Again, Might consolidate a little bit here or get a move to the downside. Something about this price, this structure here is making me think. This is speculative, guys. Super speculative. I mean, but this is just making me say, like, I don't know. This just looks like it wants to pennant out and rip. Now, again, there's like, this is not really legitimate TA. You can't just guess what price is going to do. But I don't know. I just get a feeling. That this is, I don't know. I just get a feeling that this wants to break. I don't know. And I mean, where would our next level of resistance be if we were to break out? Let's pull this. I mean, gets us pretty close to that local golden pocket. I'm just saying. You can see we did get a little bounce here, so that would be, likely be a level that we get stuck to there. I mean, even if you move it right there, boom. But very, very speculative there. I wouldn't make any bets based off of that. But, 16-hour red dot, 12-hour red dot looking to cool off. But, it is looking pennanty in my opinion. That 5-hour looking for the green dot. 4-hour also looking for that green dot. Will this get rejected at that zero line, or are we going to get that market cipher B to start to, give us a little bit of a head and shoulder there, potentially giving us another rip up to create a bearish divergence on the 4-hour for a macro reversal to the downside, or at least a decent little price correction there. Looking at the 2-hour. 2-hour VWAP is looking to cool off here. So, but next, for that big move down, let's see. 8-hour red dot confirmed. 12-hour, 16-hour red dot confirmed. Let's see. Money flow on the 45-minute crossing into the red. 2-hour money flow coming up. I would look, 1-hour money flow kind of coming up as well. I would look for this 1-hour money flow crossover into the red. Once we get that, I think there is a likely possibility that could be the start to another move, or not another move to the downside, but a little bit of a bigger correction here. 10-hour, 12-hour, or 12-hour, 16-hour, looking to cool off. Daily VWAP starting to cool off. So nothing goes up forever, guys. But some levels we can watch to the upside. We are coming up to key resistance here, that local golden pocket, as a lot of these coins are probably going to be doing. As I can just already kind of guess, we are coming up to pretty decent resistance. I would have marked this out, something like that, and look for a rejection in this zone. And we came right up into that box before coming back down. Let's see. You did get a nice little bear div here on that 90-minute. Would have been a nice little scalp right there. Nice little scalp. Boom. Boom. Could have hit that for like 7%. Dang, missed that one. But there you go. I think you could probably cool off a little bit on sand here. In the short term, I would be looking for, that 4-hour green dot might give you a second push up, but now you guys know kind of what I'm looking for. I would look for a second push into this, zone, looking for those higher highs, and then looking for market cipher B to kind of roll up here a little bit, giving us a lower high. So there you go. There are some levels on sand, and again, that resistance does come in between about 54 cents and about 58 cents, almost 59 cents. Let's see. Shout out to Dave. Show Dave. I see the pennant now. Shout out to Cameron. Got to take off, everyone. Have a good night, and hope you all make favorable trades. Shout out to Mountain Climber. I appreciate you, bro. You must have a mountain to climb or something. Let's see. Just in time for your TA. Let's go. Maso V2. What is going on, man? Thank you for being here. Appreciate you for tuning in again, man. What is going on? Dave's not here, man. Where's Dave? Dave's right there. I see him. He's putting candle emojis. Let's go. Shout out to Dave. Shout out to Brad. Says, be sure to see at Dave Digital's tattoos. Interesting. Thank you, bro. No problem. Thank you. All right, let's take a look at ETH now. Yes, Dave is here. Shout out to Jessica. All right, taking a look at Ethereum, or Ethereum as normal people call it. But you never know. You might have a grandma, an aunt, great uncle, great aunt. Someone might say Ethereum. They don't know, right? They might call it ETH. Yikes. I know someone who calls it ETH. I wonder if they still call it ETH. I don't know. Shout out to people who call it ETH. Show your ETH. My teeth or my ETH. Shout out to Jonathan Schaefer. No, Chemistry Road, we did not show ETH yet. We're going to show it right now. ETH, also looking for the green dot on the 4 hour. Also, okay, some mixed signals here. So, I don't know if I'd trust that green dot. And I'll tell you why. Not saying it can't happen. We could get a second push up here, and we'll look at some targets in a second. But you got the 3 hour print in a red dot here, right? Higher lows, higher highs, right? You're kind of getting a divergence there. And you can see that we got a VWAP flop on that 3 hour, right? We got a boop, green dot, red dot, immediately invalidating the green dot. So that would that's somewhat bearish, right? So 3 hour bear div. Your 2 hour is looking to print a bear div here pretty soon. But that 4 hour, which is making me think that potentially that 4 hour might get either rejected at that 0 line or it might give us a VWAP flop with a green dot, red dot. So I am approaching with caution here on Ethereum, even though that green dot is looking to print. On the bull's end, money flow is coming up on the 4 hour still. So, again, in uptrends, you guys want to be careful with bearish divergences, and in downtrends, you want to be careful with the bull divs, right? You can see we actually had a bearish divergence here as price was coming up, and although it did play out, right? We did come down. If you were able to catch that trade early enough, you could have caught it for like 1%, which you can scalp that. But you'll know that it didn't really give us much of a play here, right? That's because money flow was coming up. It's because we're in an uptrend. You're going to continually cause bearish divergences in an uptrend, but we were massively overbought here. On the 4 hour for Ethereum on this move up. So potentially we could just get this little second push up before rolling back to the downside. We got Famukify. Shout out to you, man. Thank you so much for that super chat. He says, great show, Frankie. Any reason why you use Hikanashi instead of normal? I will say, shout out to Harry A. I will say, Chat GPT for president. Yeah, I agree. But yeah, I use Hikanashi candles. I use Hikanashi candles just because it's easier to identify trends. They're cleaner to look at. But I go back and forth to regular candles as well because you will get slightly different signals on regular candles, and also they show different things, right? The regular candles will show the actual price. Hikanashi's calculation on the candles is an average, so this 1339.25 is really not the exact price. The exact price is $1335.60 because the regular candles show the actual price. Hikanashi show an average. But what the Hikanashis do is if you just look at me switch back and forth, you can see red candle, blue candle, red candle, blue candle, red candle, blue candle, red, green, green, red, green, red, green, right? But we're really just, it's hard to read, right? Even when you're coming down, it's like red, red, green, red, red, green, red, green, red, right? When you switch to Hikanashis, it just smooths everything. This is a downtrend, it's all red, right? This is an uptrend, it's all green. Right? So it just smooths it out. It's easier to look at. No serious advantage, but I do switch back and forth. But good question. Shout out to Famukify. I like that name, too. It's fun to say. Famukify. Hopefully I'm not getting trolled saying something really bad without knowing it. Famukify. Anyway, continuing on. Thank you for that super chat. Crypto Billy, thank you for the super chat as well, my man. He says, Jesse Wilson would like you to shout out her daughter, watches every night. Aubrey! Shout out to Aubrey! Hey, Aubrey, I wish you were standing right here because I would give you this Frankie Candles hat if you were here in real life. But shout out to Aubrey. I appreciate you for watching. And I don't know how old you are, but if you're young, congratulations, because if you're learning about crypto now, just think about all the gains you can make and all the money you can make by the time you're older. Shout out to Aubrey. Thank you for watching. I appreciate you and your mom watching. Or Jesse Wilson. I don't know. I never know if Jesse's a girl or a guy. It's kind of a unisex name. But shout out to Jesse's daughter, Aubrey. Shout out to you. Thank you for watching. Dan, thank you for the $2 super chat, says, who knows about Gamma, Kappa, Beta, Rho, and XI tokens? Not me. Not me. Shout out to Dan. Thank you for the super chat. I appreciate that, bro. Sniper says, how many zeros on the coins? Let's go. J-Lo says, fire. Let's get it. Take a look at TAP XTP, up 65% today, 3,900 in the past 30 days, over 700%. Yes. Shout out to Barry. We will take a look at XTP. Yes, it's absolutely mooning. If you guys don't know, it's TAP. Yeah. Tap Frank can't look. He is a chart guy. Tap is going for other reasons. Yeah, Tap is, there's a lot of videos being made about it. So there's definitely a lot of people getting into it right now. I know the Martini guy is really big on Tap. It actually seems pretty legit, but I don't really know much about it. But yeah, kind of hard to do. Kind of hard to do TA on something that looks like that. So yeah, I mean, you could even see here, I was looking at this before, 4-hour bearish divergence, likely not going to respect the TA here, right? And then a lot of the price action looks like this. So yeah, not a lot of liquidity. Be very careful with stuff like this, guys. Be very, very careful with stuff like this. Yeah, it's very low market cap, very low market cap. But yeah, not going to really respect TA. This thing is absolutely flying. Nothing goes up forever. Just remember that. Take profits if you're in this. Yeah, being public. Okay, there you go. Let's see. Bada boom. Jesse is a dude, and Aubrey is 10 years old. Oh, okay, shout out to Jesse. And Aubrey, shout out to your dad. Your dad watched the show all the time, and I like that you watch along too. Shout out to Aubrey. Let's go. Hey, shout out to Abominable Rainman Spaghetti Ragetti. Let's go. Shout out to you. Thank you for the super chat. Says the Lifer family loves the Candle Mafia. Let's go. Shout out to the Lifer family. Let's go. Shout out to Crypto Lifer. Thank you for that, Abominable Rainman Spaghetti Ragetti. Really like that name. Shout out to you, bro. I appreciate you for saying that. And we love you guys, Rain Man. That's right. The Candle Mafia loves you guys back. Let's go. Love you, Kareem. Shout out to Kareem. Let's see. Thanks, Billy, for making her day. No problem, Jessica. Shout out to Jessica. Aubrey for president. I agree. Shout out to Aubrey. All right, continuing on here, guys. Jonathan Schaefer says Anthony or Snipers. See that last super chat. The Lifer super chat. Shout out to Crypto Lifer. Yo, just took profits. Let's go. Shout out to Prodigal Son. All right, continuing on here, guys. Ethereum. Let's pull some levels for it. Bada boom. Let's see. Okay. Taking a look at the daily. Money flow in the green. VWAP looking to cool off. Let's just pull some levels on this. We are approaching. Let's go ahead and let's zoom out here a bit. Yeah, so we are coming up to a macro point of control here. So if we do cool off, it's going to be important if we get above this level, because if we get above that point of control, we could easily hold support and then get another move to the upside. Also, not a lot of volume between the point of control and the value area high. So if we are able to flip this point of control, get above these levels, we could see a quick move back up to that value area high, coming in at about 1550. So there you go. These are basically the levels I would be looking at. However, if we pull some local fib levels, let's pull it from that weird little scam wick. See if we can. Yeah, I'd watch this local golden pocket too, coming in at about $14K. I'm sorry, $1,400. ETH is at $14K, guys. Let's go. Y'all totally made her night. Thanks, Mafia. Shout out to Jesse. Hey, Aubrey. Keep tuning in, Aubrey. You'll learn. And just remember, save your money and then invest it. That way your money works for you and you don't have to do work. You just save all your money, invest it, have your money make money, and then you could just hang out and look at charts all day. Like I bet your dad probably does. Like me. Shout out to you, Aubrey. Aub. We already got nicknames for Aubrey. Aub. What's up, Aub? Anyway, let's see. My grandma loves Ethereum. Yeah, yep. Yeah, Ethereum. I like it. Says it keeps her regular. Shout out to Crypto Sauce. Gotta run, gang. Much love. Shout out to Biomax. Thank you for being here, man. We'll see you soon. Gotta go back to work to check Dogecoin. Can you check Dogecoin? I'll tip you tomorrow. Promise. Shout out to Inspirational Videos Plus. Yeah, we will. I'll check Dogecoin right after this. But yeah, there you go. There's some levels to look at for Ethereum. Just pull up the VPVR real quick. See if we have anything. Yeah. Pretty, 1400 likely to give you some resistance. But other than that, if we could flip that POC, we could get a smooth, a pretty smooth flight all the way up to, about that 1550 mark. Quick move, quick, violent shot to the downside. That's because we have the gap there, or it may have been what created the gap, and then that would make it likely to get an aggressive rip back to the upside, up to that value area high. Okay. Their satellite tokens partnered with SpaceX. Not a joke at all, and not a shill. Just giving you a heads up. Do your own research. It's a rabbit hole. I'm done. Peace. Shout out to Dan. Interesting. Well, I'll have to check those out. That actually sounds pretty interesting. All right. Let's see. Aubrey. Oh, did I say Aubrey? I meant Audrey. Audrey for president. Let's go. All right. Thanks for the shout out, Frankie. Go tap. Let's go. Shout out to Barry. All right. Continuing on here. V-Slim says, do you think ETH knows there's a spider line at about 1370? It's heading right for it. It does know to stop there and take a rest, right? Likely would. It likely would stop there and take a rest. I will say that. Shout out to V-Slim. All right. Continuing on here, let's move over to Dogecoin so Inspirational Videos Plus can go back to work. Taking a look at Doji, the dog coin of crypto here, the official dog sponsor of crypto. Let's take a look. Taking a look at the daily, likely cooling off. Yeah, looks very, very similar to a lot of these other things, guys. Not going to really spend too much time on this just because as far as, the indicators go, it looks very, very similar to a lot of other things. What I would look for potentially here is, let's pull some fib levels. Are we coming up to one right now? Well, look at that. We are. We coming to test this local golden pocket. I would look for a potential shot into this 786. Let's see. We're getting that 4-hour green dot. Yeah. I would look for another little push to the upside before a potential rejection and cool off for Dogecoin. Just know you do have this resistance here. Shout out to Inspirational Videos Plus. From here to here, between about 0.078 cents and 0.082 cents. That would be a good place to look for a rejection. Not only is it a local golden pocket, it is also it's also basically the top of our range here, right? So if we pull a little bit of volume, let's go ahead and pull it from here to here. You can see it's close to the top of our range. If I pull it, might be able to get that value area high a little higher. But yeah, if we do push into this level, we will be out of our value area. And we know that if we come out of the value area, it is likely that we will get sucked back in unless this thing absolutely moons, flips that local golden pocket to support, and absolutely rips back to the upside and tries to get back into our previous trading ranges up here. So that is basically what I would look for on Dogecoin. 4-hour green dot could give you a little bit more of a push to the upside. But at that point, if you get into this purple box, I would look for some rejections. Let's see. Bada boom. All right, let's see. What else we got? PYR. Shout out to Artie Wolf. Shout out to you, bro. I hope you're still here. Hey, PYR. Setting up. There you go. Yeah, this thing is ripping. Let's see. Going to look very similar to everything else on market. Yeah. VWAP on the daily, cooling off. 4-hour green dot, 4-hour is looking to cool off a bit here. Did we get the divergence? Very, very, very close there. Yeah. But from here to here, you have, this is a pretty big div here. This is a boom. Massively higher highs. Lower lows on your momentum waves. Red dot about to print. You may cool off here. Yeah, money flow coming out on your 15-minute. Money flow, 10-minute it's coming out. Dang, this thing ripped. This thing absolutely ripped. But yeah, I would look for that 15-minute money flow crossover into the red with that red dot. I'd also watch that 12-minute money flow crossing over into the red as well with the 3 and the 4-hour red dots. You are getting a 3-hour red dot right now. Could continue to cool you off just a little bit. But yeah, higher daily time frames look very similar to a lot of other things. Your 6 days printing that green dot. Your weekly has a confirmed green dot. But let me go ahead and get you some levels real quick here. Let's see. Yeah, let's get some levels here because it would help us understand. Yeah, we are getting pretty close to some strong resistance. So let's go ahead and pull some golden pockets. Let's see. So from this wick right here, yeah, coming up to a local golden pocket. This, if we can make it all the way up here, this would be a very, very, very strong level to short. Even down here would be really strong as well in that $4 range. However, one thing to realize here is that you are getting close to this low volume gap, right? If you zoom out a little bit, boom, right? So you're getting pretty close to this low volume gap. If we can crack this level, if we could crack these highs from about 377, if we can crack that, could be a quick move all the way up to about $4.09. But in the shorter term, we do have those red dots starting to print on these lower time frames. 90-minute red dot is confirmed. Money flow starting to roll over there. 2-hour red dot is printing. Your 3-hour red dot is printing as well. So I'd watch that 12 and 15-minute money flow crossovers into the red for a move to the downside. And if we do get that move down, some levels to watch here. I would watch this level right here, $3.31. We do have these local golden pockets as well, but I would try to find, this is probably going to line up with that value. Yeah, I would watch this level right here, between about $3.34 and about $3.30 for a pullback, for some support. Beautiful. All right, moving on here. Let's go. Asmir, not Kashmir, Asmir says, you need some water. You're slowing down. I can't make it. Aztec and Cactus Moss Water to the rescue, guys. Let's go. Now, this is my own product, Aztec and Cactus Moss Water, the healthiest energy drink sold in crypto. But I will say, although it is my own brand and my own company, and I get all the profits from Aztec and Cactus Moss Water, this is not my favorite flavor. Ugh, God, it almost makes me not want to drink it. Anyway, all right, we'll take a look at Gala. Let's see. Crypto Music. Shout out to Crypto Music. He says, this Joker thinks he knows crypto. Hang on. Thank you, Tyler and Billy. I want to read it, though. This Joker thinks he knows crypto. I've seen enough of this. Except he said, I've seen enough of high. That might be a bot. Oh, wait, hang on. We got more. Is he mad that we're not looking at his coin, maybe? Well, anyway, that's not the way to get your coin looked at. I'll tell you that much. Anyway, shout out to you, bro. I hope your day gets better. Anyway, Algo, please, J-Lo with the clown emoji. Yeah, not the chat to come hate in. I'll tell you that. We just love our haters. We don't really have many of them, but when they come in, we love them. This channel rocks. Mucho love to all of you. Let's go. Shout out to Steven Atwell. Love you too, bro. Anyway, continuing on, everybody send some love towards Crypto Music if he's, I don't know. Sometimes I get these comments out of context too, so maybe he's not hating, but if he is, send love his way. Hopefully his day gets better. Y'all know what the truth behind haters is, because you guys know that I used to be one for like a couple weeks one time, and I learned my lesson really quick. And not learned a lesson, but I realized why I was hating, and I was like, oh my God, this is embarrassing, and I stopped. But some people don't get it that quick, so send love his way. He's probably having a rough time, and he's probably just lashing out, you know? Anyway, we love to see Crypto Music's TA. Yeah, shout out to Jiren. Feel free. Well, that's the thing is like people are like, this guy doesn't know what he's doing. Like, go fact check me. Like, you think I'm like drawing volume profiles wrong? Then go fact check me and do it the way you want to do it. But yeah, shout out to that guy. Anyway, let's see. I don't drink Celsius anymore. Thanks for ruining it for me, Alex Mashinsky. Mashinsky ruined that for me too. That's why I only drink the Aztec and Cactus Moss Water. Haters make me laugh too, YOLO. Hate is poison to the soul. Yes, absolutely. That's why I stopped doing it very quickly. This is a long time ago in my life. But I quickly realized that I was only hating on this poor guy because I was miserable and failing in my life. And it was at that moment that I realized what I needed to do to improve my life. And that was actually the bottom of my life's bear market. And I started slowly creeping out of my bear market. And then I went parabolic. And now I'm like just going sideways. Because Bitcoin's in a bear market. But during the bull market, we're going parabolic again, guys. But anyway, yeah. Anyway, continuing on here, let's go ahead and Crypto Shimpoto says it's just TA. Well, like haters. That's right, Frankie. Be the bigger man. Yes, absolutely. I was the littler man at one point. And I cringed thinking back to that. I'm like, oh God. Yeah. One thing, this is the last thing. This doesn't even have to do with me. But like anytime I see someone hating online, like not even to me, we're lucky. We get like very little hate. But some people get a lot of hate, and the thing that I love is like I talk to people in the office about this. Like people come into people's chats or their comments and hate. You commented, you chatted, you interacted, you lost. Like that's embarrassing. That is so embarrassing. It's like I hate you. This is a waste of time. And it's like, and you chatted me and you commented. What? Makes no sense. Embarrassing. Anyway, we feel for those people. I really appreciate that you said that, Frankie. This is awesome. Live for love, y'all. Shout out to Live for Love. Yeah. All right, let's continue on. Yeah, I'm a troll and I'm good at it for real. Dave Digital, let's go. Yeah. Diamond D says, listen. I know these. The people who don't deserve hate get it, but you know what? It is what it is, and you know what they say. Haters, if you got haters, you know you made it, right? So I guess we haven't made it yet because we don't really have that many haters. So until this whole chat's filled with haters, then I'll know I made it. But not quite yet. We're still working our way up. All right, let's go. Continuing on here, let's go ahead and check. Shout out to Crypto Billy. +1 Frankie Candles. Let's go. +1 Crypto Billy. All right, let's continue on. Loving candles to crypto music. Let's go. All right, let's see. Matic. Let's take a look at Gala first because it's going absolutely nuts. Boom. All right. Taking a look at the daily. This thing is absolutely going nuts, guys. Up 200 and something % over the past 10 days, I believe. Absolutely insane. Yeah, 233% the past 10 days. Absolutely nuts. But let's take a look. Green dot on the weekly. Big weekly bullish divergence. So not like the craziest thing that we got that big spike to the upside. Let's see. Daily money flow. VWAP looking to cross over to the downside. 16-hour. 12-hour red dot confirmed. Dang, this thing can't get stopped. Money flow on the 10-hour crossed over into the green. 12 and 16-hour are looking like they want to cross over. Money flow kind of flat on the daily. Looking to cool off here probably soon. I'd look for that daily red dot for a more significant cool off. But hey, yeah, looking to form somewhat of a descending triangle here. Yeah, I would call this a descending triangle, kind of. Boom. This is technically a bearish pattern here. These do break down more than they break up. Also, though, I would be cautious of a potential bullish pennant in disguise here. I would be wary of that. But with that daily red dot, if that daily red dot does print, I would look for a move to the downside on Gala. Looking at the 4-hour, VWAP kind of getting rejected there. Very overbought there. Yeah, it may look like some consolidation. Pulling up the BitLab indicators, you can see here on the 4-hour, you're getting the unshaded waves as we move sideways. So I would look for potential continued consolidation here. Kind of hard to tell if this is a descending triangle or bullish consolidation. But let's go ahead and find some levels here. Let's see. All right, let's pull up the VPVR. Oh, for anyone who wanted the settings on the VPVR, there you go. Only settings I have: row size 200, value area 70, and then go to style, value area high, value area low. I turned these on and off, to be honest with you, but that's about it. I think that's all I change. So pretty simple. But continuing on, let's go ahead and see. Continuing on is a shirt that we got to make too, because I say that 50 times a stream. All right, let's see. Daily cooling off. Let's pull some levels on this thing. All right. So let's just look at all the price action here. Okay. So we are approaching the macro point of control of all of this price action going all the way back until 2021. And we are approaching that POC, so that is going to be very, very strong resistance. Looking to pull a local golden pocket here. Do have some confluence there between that POC and that local golden pocket, which we did tap the local golden pocket. Looking for, I would look for a potential second push into these levels, guys, before looking for a move to the downside. So maybe you get a 4-hour green dot, potentially push up into these levels, and then that's kind of when you get that daily red dot, potentially some more bearish confirmations before another rollover to the downside. Yeah. That is what, yeah, this is strong resistance up here. I would mark this like that. This would be very strong macro resistance. So, yeah, look for a cool-off here. Doesn't mean we can't break this level, but I would look for a cool-off here. Look for a potential second push into these levels, and they are coming in between about 0.0502 and about almost 6 cents. So about 6 cents, between 6 and 5 cents is really where you're going to get that serious rejection, or serious resistance, I should say, to look for a potential rejection. All right, moving on here. Let's go. Still working said just arrived. Maybe you should be hating on me for being late. Shout out to Still Working. I assume you were late because you were still working, though. We can't hate on that. Big proponent of work ethic over here. Yeah, work ethic says a lot about not only someone's work ethic, but also says a lot about the human. Because if you have good work ethic, it means you take pride in what you do, and you're not doing something to please somebody or doing something for a paycheck. It means that you're doing something to do it the right way, and you try hard because you like to be proud of everything you do. So, still working. If you're still working, congratulations, bro. Shout out to you. Always, I'm at work, sneaking and listening to this. Let's go, Crypto Shimboto. I don't know how to say your name, bro, but I do like it. Shout out to you, man. That's the way to do it. One earbud in, so you can hear Frankie Candles talking in your ear. Let's go. Yeah, this is an interactive show, so let's see. Sure be cool if Bitcoin could make up its mind and either dump or pump. My trade hasn't moved in hours. Yeah, YOLO, it's rough. It be like that sometimes. All right, let's see. BTC is a female trying to decide where to eat. Shout out to Bullish on Parade. I want to grow up to be like Frankie. Chris K, shout out to you. I want to grow up to be like you. Are you related to Kim K is my question. Facts, though. Shout out to YOLO. Taking a look at Matic. Let's jump in. We got 656 people in here, guys. Going for 850 likes. Everybody, on the count of three, on three, smash that like button. Get your fingers ready. Get your mice ready. We're about to take a look at Matic. Get your fingers ready. Get your mice ready. Get your remotes ready on your TVs if you're watching me on a TV. That would be wild if you are watching me on a TV. But 3, 2, 1, 2, 3. Smash that like button. Going for 850. Let's go. Free crypto. Free hats. Free books. Shout out to Crypto Billy. All right. Let's go. All right. Let's see. Asian markets open soon. That might be the second attempt to the upside. Totally. Frankie's spitting some wisdom today. Shout out to YOLO Baggins. Let's go. Boom, baby. Snap up those like buttons. Have to unlike it first. Oh, no. One like for mana. Let's go. All right, here we go. Taking a look at Matic. Bada boom, bada bing. What are we doing on time here? We got 648 concurrently viewing this stream. We got to spin that wheel very soon here, but let's take a look at Matic. Here we go. Pulling a little bit of volume. Let's pull it from here to here. Boom. Matic could have some more room to go up here. Yeah, interesting. Interessante. All right. So, taking a look here at Matic, I will say, yeah, let's see. 4 hour. Yeah, I would look for a second push up on this. Boop. And then a rejection. Pull some levels here. Pull from that wick to the bottom. Boom. Look, God, we could find these local golden pockets with our eyes closed. No licking. Let's go. Guys, no licking the like button today. Only creepily fondling the like button is approved for today's stream. Sorry. If you don't know what a creepy fondle is, it's like this. If you wanted to creepily fondle this can, it would do something like this. This is creepily fondling. Clumsy fondling. Anyway. Continuing on. Local golden pocket being tested. I'd wait and watch for a second push up here for Matic to potentially look for some short positions. Could head and shoulder out here on the 4 hour for Market Cipher. Yeah, let's pull some volume on this little range that we got going on here. Not that much volume coming in here. Let's pull it up here. Yeah. However, I will say, if it does get that second push up, that's where I would look for shorts, once we push up into these local fibs. However, a little boom, 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 boom. Again, I can't unsee this bullish consolidation. Sloppy measured move. Yeah, we can look at OP. Shout out to Lazaro Alberto. We could definitely take a look at OP. Sloppy, clumsy fondling of the TA here. Sloppy measured move back up to these highs. Let's see. Let's pull a little bit of volume up here. Hey, interesting. All right. Continuing on. Again, very, very speculative there. I don't know if this is going to become a bull pennant, but I would watch for that second push to the upside. That 4-hour green dot is still in play. 3-hour red dot. 2-hour, 3 and 2 hour, and the 1 hour looking to cool off here. No divergences or anything like that. So we'll have to see what happens here. Yeah, that is what I would be looking for on Matic. And again, those levels are coming in at about 86 cents, between 90 cents and about 86 cents. So those would be the levels I would look for a potential cool off. And again, not bringing in a convincing amount of volume on the profile here. So that would also add to the confluence that we could wind up getting a push back to the downside if we push back up into these levels. However, on the longer time frames, please know, when I talk about looking for these short positions or, looking for moves to the downside, I'm not saying that it's going to dump to zero. I am simply just stating that, you could get a short-term correction because the 6-day is about to print a green dot. Your weekly is printing a green dot, so we could just be getting started here. And the 4-day money flow is crossing into the green, so it doesn't look too bad on the higher time frames. You're also getting bottom signals here on the BitLab trading suite on the 3-day and the 2-day. You do have somewhat of a bottom signal, daily looking toppy. So, short-term cool-off with a potential continued move to the upside. All right, let's go ahead and continue on here. That's Mama Sauce, no licking phones. Oh, God, phones might be like the dirtiest thing. I hate when people hand me their phone. Like, oh, hey, bro, check this out. I'm like, they're like, here, hold it. I'm like, I'm not touching your phone, dude. That's disgusting. That thing goes everywhere with everybody. If you don't look at your phone while you're sitting on the toilet, you're lying, and I don't believe you. Bearish divergence on my trust for you if you say you don't look at your phone on the toilet. I'm not touching your phone. It's your gross case, and God, I'm not even a germaphobe, but phones gross me out. I don't like holding people's phones. So don't lick them. That's probably just like, oh God, you touched. Oh God, I'm sure if you Q-tip swabbed a phone and put it in a petri dish, you'd probably grow a colony of the most disgusting bacteria ever. You might even discover a new type of bacteria. Anyway, that's enough ranting about phones. Shout out to Jonathan Schaefer, says, shout out Crown Chakra. Even if it's in the green, could be a bull trap. Looked at Market Cypher just to see where the money at. Let's go. Shout out to Jonathan Schaefer. Shout out to Crown Chakra for making that song. Absolute legend. Shout out to Asher, dude. What is going on, bro? Thank you for being here. J-Lo, Jiren, what is going on? Blanchard's Bees in the chat all night long. Bing bong, all night long. Shout out to Blanchard's Bees. They be buzzing all night long. All right, let's take a look at ADA and Ethereum Classic, and then we got to spin that wheel. Let's go ahead and check it out. Cardano also making a massive move to the upside. Looking toppy on the BitLab indicators. On the daily, taking a look at Market Cypher. Coming up to these, right? Look. Just look at the price action, right? Like that is likely you have resistance, support, previous range you traded in, right? So this is obviously going to act as support and resistance on the way up. So we are coming into this level of resistance. Now, daily does look like it wants to cool off, 16-hour, 12-hour red dots. Looking at the 4-hour, looking to print a green dot. Slightly getting rejected here. Again, I cannot unsee the bullish consolidation. Doesn't mean we're going to get it. But this does look like it could bullishly consolidate. Bada boom, right? So that is, Yeah, that is, I mean, again, not guaranteed, but it does look like that could be a bull pennant. But with that, if you do get that 4 hour, yeah, shout out to JJ Trades. We'll check out Ethereum Classic for sure. That'll be the last thing we look at before we get out of here. My mind is just like, could this be a bull trap? The sneakiest. Shout out to Drew Berry. I eat the gum under the railings in the subway in New York City to keep my immune system strong and free gum. That's a pretty good, that it's a good point. I used to commute on the New York subway all the time, and I never got sick. And it was probably because I was breathing in the craziest new bacteria every single day, touching the poles. Oh, my God. Talk about nasty. But, yeah, I don't get sick very often, to be honest with you guys. And if I do, it's just kind of like I feel under the weather, and I wake up the next day, I feel fine. Thank God. Anyway, OP. Yeah, OP and, ETC we'll take a look at. But, yeah, it looks like bullish consolidation to me at this point. If we get a green dot on the 4 hour, I will look for a second push to the upside. Taking a look at the, let's just pull massive volume here. Yeah. I don't know if I'd be looking for a push that high. Let's pull some fibs. Pull this local fib. Bada boom. Tapped that local 786. I'd look for a second push up here potentially if we get that 4 hour green dot and it confirms, we could get a second push up here where I would be looking for a strong rejection. Yeah. And these levels are coming in between about 35 cents, all the way down to, right above you, about 35 cents. And then this level here at about 32.5 cents is what we're catching a little bit of resistance on right now. So if you do bullishly consolidate, might look something like this. Boom, 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 boom. Pennant, bang, to the upside. All right, let's see. Yeah, I'm my hero. Shout out to I'm my hero. Let's see. Enzo Mining, what is going on? Shout out to you. Thank you for being here, man. I appreciate you. All right, here we go. OP and ETC, and then time for spins. Let's go. Taking a look at OP or optimism or optimism, as your grandmother might call it. I'm just kidding, guys. Also, cannot unsee bullish consolidation here. Doesn't mean it's going to play out. I'm just saying, like, at first glance, that looks like, it looks like bullish consolidation to me. Get rid of this volume profile. And let's see. Let's see what we got. Let's pull a little bit of, let's pull this. Bang. Bang. Okay. So, pull some volume as well. There we go. Let's pull it to here. Okay. So, see, this is bringing in more volume. This is bringing in new volume on the profile here. So, that is, I would look to maintain support, not only above this local golden pocket, but if you wind up getting a cool off here on optimism, I would look for potential move down to retest this local golden pocket in a bullish manner, or retest this local value area high right here for a potential another move to the upside, unless we kind of just make a bull pennant here and then just launch to the upside. But these levels are coming in. This golden pocket is at about $1.18, and this value area high is coming in at about $1.14. So these are the levels that I would look at to the downside if we get a cool off here before coming back to the upside. 4 hour getting rejected at that zero line, just like we were talking about on these other coins. So yeah, if we get that green dot, look for a potential push up, but it does look like we could cool off here on a lot of things here, right? Unshaded waves indicating consolidation, potentially bullish consolidation, but we got a big top signal on that big explosive move to the upside. So those are some levels I would watch on OP. Just kind of a waiting game here, waiting to see if that green dot gives us a big move to the upside. Your 2 hour is printing a red dot. 3 hour is also printing a red dot. So may see that 4 hour green dot take a little while to print because we are getting rejected at that zero line. If those 2 and 3 hour red dots continue to bring us down, we could see that 4 hour VWAP continue down as well. So there we go. Quick and dirty on OP. Now you have some levels to look at if we do wind up coming down. Now let's take a look at ETC. Yeah, if you guys don't know, Drew is actually ChatGPT. So yeah, is it GPT? It's GPT, right? Yeah, I think it is GPT. Dill Cosby in the house. What is going on? Shout out to you, man. Thank you for being here. Let's see. Yeah, well, I forgot who said it. Somebody made a really, really good point on OP. I actually do like OP. However, their tokenomics are a little shady. Not shady, but I don't know if the percentage is correct. I haven't checked, but I do believe there's not a lot in, only like 5% of their coins are in circulation, which is typically not really a great sign. Thanks for everything you share with us, Frankie. Shout out to Lucian. No problem, man. Thank you for being here. I appreciate you tuning in. Quick and dirty, just like I like it. Shout out to Flat Smack. And speaking of flat smack, guys, don't forget to flat smack that like button on your way out, even if you're leaving us, so we can help grow the Mafia into an unstoppable force, or more of an unstoppable force than we already are. All right. Continuing on. Okay, so, all right. Let's go ahead and pull some. I'm going to pull volume on this entire. This is not a range, right? But we're going to get a value area throughout all these candles, right? So this is the fair value, right? At least within this price action. Fair value. Absolute dump, very, very oversold down here. And now we have come back into our fair value, and now we are back up to the higher end of our fair value, and we actually have just cooled off a bit, and now we're clinging to that POC. So taking a look here, daily red dot is printing. Daily red dot is printing. Let's go ahead and check these lower time frames. 30-minute in the red, 45-minute in the red, 90-minute crossed over into the red. I would look for this next... let's see. 16-hour red dot confirmed. Yeah, you may be able to get a little short-term bounce here. 4-hour looking for that green dot. Shout out to Daddy Zach, says hit that like. Get the name on the building, guys. Also, if you are not subscribed to the channel, guys, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. We're trying to go for 38K. We're going for 38K, guys. We're shooting at 38K super fast. But I did notice that there's a big percentage of you guys that don't subscribe to the channel. And a lot of you guys that watch a lot that aren't subscribed to the channel. But I get it. I used to be a lurker. I don't need to subscribe. I could just look you up every time I want to watch the video. But it does help out the channel more than you think to smash that like button, leave a comment, chat in the chat, and hit that subscribe button, notification bell. Any interactions work. Hell, if you... Oh, God, we just had a bad word. Oh, no. I actually think you could say it on YouTube, to be honest with you. But... I mean, if you click the dislike button, it would help the algorithm. So hit whatever buttons you want. Just interact with us somehow here. But taking a look here, looking for that 4-hour green dot to give us a little bit of a move up here. However, with that daily red dot, I do think we would likely cool off a little bit here in the medium term. So, yeah, just keeping that in mind. If we lose that POC, if we lose this POC on Ethereum Classic, we could potentially get a move all the way down back to this value area low at about $17 or $18. We also have the confluence of that local golden pocket here. So there you go. If we cannot get back above this POC, then we will likely move our way all the way down back to that value area low. But that is if we lose that POC. And with that daily red dot, I do think we could probably either consolidate or cool off a bit here. Pulling up the BitLab indicators, 5 bearish divergences on BitLab Market Intelligence. This bar came out of our relative extrema wave, and it is looking to cool off here, and the significant movements is pointing towards a potential top here. So I think you're sideways bearish. Either a correction or consolidation is likely to happen on Ethereum Classic, and now you have the levels to watch. If we do get that move down, you know what levels to look for some support. If we don't make it all the way down to that value area low, I would look for a bounce off of this local golden pocket coming in at about $19.30. All right. How dare you not subscribe? Shout out to YOLO Baggins. Are you not edutained? Shout out to the OGs. You guys will get that. All right. You said but. Shout out to Burke. What is going on, man? All right, guys. Flat Smack says CandleMafia. Bing bong. Let's go. Shout out to you, man. Thank you all for tuning in. I'm going to subscribe to Premium once I am verified. Join all of you legends. Shout out to Drew Berry. Well, we will be waiting for you, bro. Whenever you're ready to make that jump, we will welcome you with open arms. And with that being said, guys, almost snuck that one in there. You guys saw that. With all that being said, guys, that's all the time I got for tonight. We got to spin the wheel. What am I doing? Oh, God. We're doing it live, guys. We're doing it live. We're doing it live. All right, here we go. Bing bong. Let's get it, guys. I've had to pee so bad this whole stream, guys. This is rough. I didn't think I was going to make it, but I couldn't get up. If you get up and leave for 30 seconds, 90% of the people leave, and we couldn't lose viewership. So we're doing it for the Mafia. All right, let's go. Hopefully we don't get any Pampers ads on this anymore because, yeah. Anyway, spin numero uno. How many likes did we get? Did we get 850? We got 609, guys. Smash that like button on your way out. Don't worry, Frankie. It's almost over. Let's go. Shout out to Creighton. Love you guys. Thank you. Shout out to Steven Atwell. Thank you for being here, man. Jonathan Shaver said, I'm dead. Smash the like button like UGA did to TCU. Go Dogs. Let's go. Dixon. Oh, I almost said the whole name. Shout out to Dixon. What is going on, bro? Thank God I was here to keep the show on the rails. Shout out to Dixon. I appreciate you for being here, man. I will say, guys, we do luck out a lot. Like, not luck out, but, like, we attract a really good community here. And when Dixon showed up, I thought that Dixon was someone I knew trying to troll me with their name. And I was like, oh, God, this is a hater. You know, he's just trying to get me to trying to get me to say something bad on stream. No, Dixon just has a funny name, and he's not a troll at all. He's actually a pretty loyal CandleMafia member, and we love him. And thank you for being here. But I almost say the name. If you guys read the name Dixon Applejuice, you'll get why it doesn't make sense. He tricked me so bad with that name that I said it like 40 times. Hey, there we go, giving away a book. Let's get it. Let's see. J-Lo, Casper went pee live. Let's go. Oh, God, I have to bring the whole setup in the bathroom so I could do TA while I'm going to the bathroom. But yeah, it's I'm from Dixon's from Valley Stream. We're both from Long Island. Shout out to Dixon. Yeah, he said he was from my high school, and I kept saying his full name, that I'm not going to say anymore because I know what it means now. And I was saying it so much that Mrs. Candles came in and handed me a note that said, stop saying his name, and then wrote in parentheses what it actually meant, and it was hilarious. And we didn't get banned, so it was all in good fun. Shout out to Dixon. I appreciate you for tuning in all the time, man. Let's go. No, it's not a TA book. It's called Catching Up to Crypto. It's Ben, or BitBoy Crypto's book that he wrote, which if you haven't been in crypto since he's been in it for a long time, he catches you up to where crypto is at now. He goes over all the big events that have happened, and he kind of catches you up to crypto. So there you go. I'll give you guys one spin for good luck, because we got 614 likes. Thank you all so much for smashing that like button. I do appreciate it. It makes a bigger difference than you probably think. I used to be a big lurker on YouTube until I had a channel, and I realized, like, oh, you click the like button, and it actually does something. Hey, and we got another book giveaway. There we go. Shout out to Crypto Billy. Thank you so much for donating the books, bro. For real, man, you are an absolute legend, and you are definitely a made member of the CandleMafia. That is for sure. And, hey, my mom is here, guys. Ma, look at me. Look at me, Mom, on TV. Bing, bong. Look at me. Shout out to my mom, guys, in the chat. She's the one that created the sauce. I'm just the one that's delivering it. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to you, Ma. I miss you, Mom. I got to see you soon. I'm going to see you soon. We are signing off, though. I'm not leaving because you're here, Mom. Like, she's probably like, oh, I came in. I know it. No one wants to. He doesn't want to hang out with his mom. But we end every day at this time, Mom. Just so you know, I might even stay on a little late for you. But I'm just kidding, Mom. Bitcoin's ripping, baby. Bitcoin's ripping. Your son's not poor anymore, Mom. I'm not poor. I'm okay. Every time Bitcoin crashes, my mom always like hits me up and she's like, "Hey, are you okay?" And I'm like, "Yeah, Ma. We're making money on the way down. We're the CandleMafia. Let's go." Shout out to my mom. I love you, Ma. Find you another YouTuber that I say loves his mom on stream. I'm Italian. I'm a mama's boy. What do you want? I mean, she hits me with the wooden spoon once in a while, but you know, what are you going to do about it? It turned me into a good man. Hey, what are you going to do? Giving you the sauce. I don't even know what I'm saying anymore, guys. With all that being said, thank you all so much for tuning in. I appreciate every single one of you guys. And I appreciate my mom most of all, but I appreciate you guys more than you probably think. You guys are this YouTube channel. I'm just the guy on camera. Thank you guys for being so cool, and pray for that guy. Pray for that hater guy, because he could probably use a good day. He's probably had a bunch of bad days in a row, and let that be a lesson, guys. Don't spread hate, spread love. And if someone is hating, just Trying to figure it out. Why are you so sad? Let me help you. How can I help you instead of getting butthurt about it? Anyway, with all that being said, that's all the time I got for tonight, guys. I will see you same place, same time, right here on the Frank Candles YouTube channel at 5:45 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, right after ATB. My mom definitely thinks Jessica is Mrs. Candles. Mom, that is a different Jessica, just so you know. Saying my mom saying what's up to Crypto Anon. Let's go. Love the mamas. Shout out to Crypto Sauce. Shout out to Day Digital. Shout out to J-Lo. Shout out to Crypto Sauce. That's all I got. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Same place, same time, 5:45 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Frankie Candles out. Bing bong.
Tyler Ramos.
I forgot to light the candle. How did I forget this? Frankie Candles forgets to light the candle for the stupid. Oh, hey. What's up? Ah, I knew this was going to cause trouble. I didn't mean she's the queen. No, she's not the queen of the... You're the queen. I know you're the queen of the CandleMafia. She's the queen of the community. It's not... Okay, fine. You're the queen. Oh, hey, guy. Hey, Jessica, if you're watching this, I think we might make you the princess of the Candle-Mafia. Mrs. Candle says she's the queen. I don't know. Anyway, bye, Mom. See you next time. Bing bong.